Can I be honest with y'all? Come close. Closer. Turn the volume down slightly, okay? I don't want people to hear this. I like Will Smith. So this episode, it's gonna hurt me. So, we'll escape.
Here's to show.
I was really looking forward to Will Smith dropping a brand new album, for years in fact. And I don't know if y'all remember, but pre-Chris Rock slap, he did a quarantine concert with DJ Jazzy Jeff. And it was so dope.
No, it's out of the ordinary, it's rather extraordinary. So yo, what's this commentary? A literary genius and a superior beat creator have come together, and we made a musical composition which we think is a remedy to cure all the dance.
I mean, look how happy he is here, and look how happy the people were. Will Smith seemed to be somewhat of an early celebrity adopter of YouTube before YouTube was considered cool for these A-list actors. He was getting millions of views and millions of subscribers on IG, and even on IG, he was ahead of the game. Every post was some artistic CGI style short video. He was everywhere while being nowhere. Like, he wasn't pumping out a bunch of movies, but he was pumping out a bunch of content because he realized content is power. He was on top of the world for decades. Then, something weird happened. Will Smith decided to sit down on his wife's Facebook show. Not even YouTube, not Netflix, no, Facebook. I would say that's probably even worse than Rumble. And he sat down on his wife's show called The Red Table Talk, where Jada Pinkett Smith admitted to having an entanglement, aka she cheated on Will Smith with August Alsina, a much younger musician who was dealing with mental health issues. And by the way, he was also her son's best friend. Yeah. And Will Smith chose to sit there, visibly broken, or under duress, one or the other, as she basically confessed to cheating to the world. Then in November of 2021, Will Smith released a memoir called Will. And yes, I bought it. You see, I'm not making this up. I bought it. I was really a supporter. And it was a great read, by the ways. But in this book, he opened up about his trauma, toxic relationship patterns, and even said he used to cry after finishing with a woman. Yeah, he basically would cry after...
I'm coming.
I don't know why he would even say that or put that in a book. I know Hollywood went down the path of trying to push these bitch-ass beta males down people's throat as a new masculinity. But come on, man, you're Will Smith. You are Fresh Prince. Fast forward to March of 2022, he's nominated for King Richard, a movie supposedly about the tennis legends, the Williams sisters, but somehow he made the movie all about the dad, which was the role that he played. Then he actually got nominated for that role, and during the Oscars, he walked on stage and he slapped the living angel out of Chris Rock, literally making a G.I. Jane joke about Jada's shaved head. Wasn't even a good joke. And then minutes later, wins Best Actor, gets up on stage, starts crying about being a vessel of love or whatever while the audience cheers for him. It was the weirdest shit. Then he low-key disappeared for a bit, then returned with a terrible scripted apology on a terrible comedian Trevor Noah's show, who's been nothing but a disappointment to us half-breeds. It didn't really seem to take either. Then his slavery movie flopped, which is unfortunate. I actually have a friend who starred in it. He played a racist, of course, because he is white and has that racist accent. Shout out to you, Britain. So Will Smith then decided to do the logical move. Make another Bad Boys film, and it wasn't terrible, but during this entire time, as he was trying to build up his reputation again, his stupid wife, sorry, that's disrespectful, his then queen wrote a book herself, bringing up Tupac again, her real love. I'm not gonna lie here. I would feel a certain way if my wife would constantly be talking about this love that she had for another dude that's not me, and who's actually been dead for nearly 20 years, and having my kid who's with me write letters about how she wished Tupac was her daddy. And if that wasn't enough, she did an interview and completely sabotaged the Smith dynasty by publicly saying her marriage to Will Smith ended over 10 years ago, and they're just role-playing as a functional, healthy family. That's right, it was all just a show.
Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me
Oh my goodness.
if you could film me.
Astaire, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Because she don't just...
Would you say that she helped us heal the hurts that we caused one another?
My social media presence is my bread and butter, okay? So you can't just use me for social media and not, don't just start rolling.
Yeah, what are you, deaf and stupid? I said no.
Needless to say, things weren't going well for the image of Will Smith. The glass house started shattering. It was sad to see, and also, it pulled the curtain back on the mirage we call Hollywood, but I still had hope for Big Willie. Pause. Shouldn't be calling another man Big Willie, that's just a little weird. Every blue moon or so, Will would drop a freestyle flow or something that indicated that he was likely going to drop some music, and I was so excited. Look, I'm not gonna sit here and deny it. I love Fresh Prince as a kid. Parents just don't understand. Not to mention, I'm a huge horror buff and he dropped a Nightmare on Elm Street track. Apparently, they didn't even get permission to do that. So, that was kind of weird. I heard there was like a lawsuit, but who cares? Then the hip hop genre changed and he changed with it by dropping Summertime. That's still my jam to this day. Everyone still plays that song during the summer. Or how about Boom Shake the Room? Yo, come on. This guy was dropping some bangers after bangers while spitting out blockbuster hits. You can't tell me his music wasn't good. Getting Jiggy with it, 1998, #1 Billboard hit. Men in Black, 1997. Miami, 1998. Just the Two of Us, 1998. The Wild Wild West, even though the movie sucked, but that song was dope, 1999. And then his comeback, Switch. The man was on fire, and Switch was literally his last big hit, achieving #7 on the billboards in 2005. So it's been about 20 years since he's dropped an album. And I was excited to see what could come out right now in 2025. I mean, look, the song Icon from his son was trash. But when Will Smith got on it, it wasn't trash anymore. It was kind of dope, right?
I am just Boy, you know why you was an icon living? You was born from an icon living. Messed around, married me, an icon living. Tequila, then we made some icon children.
If you agree with me, comment below. Let's go back and forth about this. So here we are in 2025. Will Smith has been able to capture that Will Smith magic. And everything he's dropped seemed to be somewhat overly produced and fake. Kind of like a scream for help. And although I didn't think anything could get worse than J-Lo's love story vanity project she dropped, Will Smith finally dropped a brand new song that was going to jumpstart his music career again, and we got this.
There are no limits to send through the universe. I believe in me like it's religion, but I am the only one who converts.
And this.
Trying to heal, but the battle's uphill, and if God is for real, you just wonder if he'll listen.
And this.
Now though, goal scored on these boys. I done won damn near every single award on these boys. Sold out movie theaters and even tours on these boys. Feeling like a mop wiped the floor with these boys.
It's sad. It's sad.
I like pretty girls. I love pretty girls.
It's sad. It's sad, and it makes me sad. Listen, y'all know I lack any empathy because I'm a greedy savage millionaire who doesn't care about you peasants. But the Fresh Prince from Bel-Air holds a special place in my heart. And it's sad to see where his career has gone and how his art is being interpreted for what it is.
And I pretend I am Musa, I am Jesus, I am Judas.
Hot garbage.
And the truth shall set you free.
I don't know if Will Smith is self-aware, but people are not digging this comeback. Take a look at the audience at this concert.
Won't let you remember the good God. dressing black. Remember that, just in case we ever face to face and make contact.
No one's interested. 5 years ago, this guy would have had a mob chasing after him down the streets. He would be selling out arenas within day one, within minutes of ticket sales.
Oh, show big if you pose. Make one phone call, you in vogue. Head, shoulders, knees, toes. Hold up, wait, pose. I'm about to do some investing.
And now he's putting on a performance in London and only one chick seems to be digging it while everyone else is recording The Fall from Grace, and this kid right here seems to be confused on why she's even here. It's all just so bad. And it's not Nicolas Cage bad. See, Nicolas Cage bad is awesome. Nicolas Cage good is amazing. Will Smith bad is just bad.
I am a trailblazer, I'ma tell my own story, I am the narrator, I'ma rip the snakes out the grass, I'm a landscaper, I'ma go to heaven even though I'm a hellraiser, I am the LL. Yes, sir!
What the hell was that all about?
I legitimately don't get why Will Smith is doing this. It's become increasingly apparent that the life cycle of celebrities now includes a very public phase of attempting to navigate a fall from grace. In the case of Will Smith, he's no different. I've observed the pressure of maintaining relevance in the culture deeply invested in the celebrity lore. But it also kind of raises questions about the nature of fame itself. To what extent is a public figure's identity intrinsically linked to their perceived image? And what happens when that image is irrevocably altered? I mean, look at this. It's just sad to see him fall from grace like this. Most of it is due to his wife or lack of.
Craziest rumor you have ever heard about your family?
That Will and I are swingers.
Really?
And I'm like, yo, I wish.
Look, I've never been that kid or that person who was obsessed with celebrity heroes when I was a kid, but I enjoyed good actors. I was a huge movie buff. That was my way to escape the reality of the shithole that I was in. And Will Smith was low-key like the likable celebrity that you never thought was living this weird, questionable, what's the word I'm looking for? Fake life. Will Smith was at the level of Denzel Washington. Of course, Denzel Washington was respected more because you see, Denzel Washington during the 90s, he was considered an actor. Now he's a superstar. Will Smith was always a superstar. No matter what he was in, it was going to be good. You went to watch movies because Will Smith was in it. Everything was cool. They had this weird alternative lifestyle, raising his kids. His son was just being this weirdo, wearing dresses, talking about, can we talk about the state of the economy or whatever crap?
Oh my God, like, can we talk about like the political and economic state of the world right now? Can we talk about what's going on with the environment?
But you accepted it. We accepted it. We were like, hey, this is the new age stuff. This is love. This is how you should treat your kids. Let them express themselves. Let your daughter shave her hair if she wants to. Let your wife completely neglect you. You know, they were shoved down our throats as the way to live your life. They were the real life Huxtable family. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating this, or maybe that was how I saw it. Since we're all talking about Will Smith, let's talk about the movie recommendation for this episode. I'm going with 6 Degrees of Separation. It's a movie that Will Smith never likes talking about because you get to see him get railed by another dude and make out with guys.
What? What the fuck?
I'm kidding. That movie actually sucked. It has nothing to do with the fact that he plays a gay character. It's just the movie wasn't good. But if you want to watch a really entertaining movie that still holds up, Enemy of the State. Great movie. And what's odd is that technology and all that stuff you see in the movie is like, we have that now. But here we are now, and you're watching this desperate guy clinging to some sort of hope that he will not be relegated to becoming a B-list actor. His effort to reclaim a position in the public consciousness highlights the complex relationship between celebrity culture, accountability, and the constant demand for narrative control in this digital age. I miss the days of not knowing anything about the professional liars who's playing a hero or a villain on the big screen in a typically well-written movie. I miss the disconnect and the fantasy that these people are living this amazing life that we all wish that we had. Instead, we find out that most of them are soulless, selfish, greedy, fame-obsessed weirdos who are miserable in their day-to-day life, who are out of touch with reality, but so desperately wants to relate to the average person. I mean, hell, look at Sean Penn, who thinks we all live like this. Millions of dollars, and he chooses to cosplay as a homeless man from LA. It's ridiculous. And let's not even go down the political sphere with these people.
She's Indian, she's black, she's everything. You can be more than one thing. It's incredible. You know, I'm Jewish and Irish. I wish I was black. Every white Jewish guy wishes he was black.
Everyone in Hollywood is yearning to attach themselves to some sort of social cause, hoping people will buy into their personality, which will convert to sales at the movie theater. Because if you say the right things, it may give you a role that you might be looking to obtain. And the studio heads will believe in you and like you. This world Will Smith lives in isn't reality, it's fake. And the more of a status you achieve, the more you can mold the world around you. But it prompts a consideration of whether all of this that he is doing is simply either strategic maneuvers to preserve a career built on public perception. But I can tell you this. I don't know who Will Smith's PR team is or his crisis manager, but they need to be fired.